And we are waiting for Twitch to catch up here.
On Twitch. Don't be like that.
And there we are. We're live on Twitch.
Awesome. Well. Howdy. You like that? That's my End Dads Crossing opener.
All right, I know.
Well.
Exactly.
Oh man. What is going on, Tim?
Well, nothing much. A little excited about having our first Indie World Showcase for 2021. So,
On
uh,
our firstly, we had one in February.
did we? An Indie World Showcase? I know we had a direct.
Yeah, we had an Indie World Showcase. This is the fun of the year for these guys.
Oh, okay. I completely forgot about that.
Maybe I'm wrong. The chat can keep us honest. Also, I appreciate that. Man, we're 15 minutes away. Tim, let's of course we got to run a prediction show here, right? That's why we're here. If it's 20 minutes long, what are you hoping we're going to get out of this?
I'm not hoping for anything because I don't keep up on the indie games that are going on in the PC world as much as some people do. So I'm usually surprised by everything. So, but there are a few things that when you posted the question, of what to expect yesterday, I think it was,
Yeah.
on what to expect. I went back and looked at a few games that I remembered that I had either on the Vita, like Fez. I saw that and was like, oh, that'd be cool if we can get Fez on the Switch. I know that's probably really far fetched because of the developer not really into game development anymore, but who knows? In this day and age, if we could get anything like that. And then the other game that comes to mind is the Dangerous Driving game, because I remember before the pandemic went crazy, before everything went nuts, they were at the PAX West, uh, and they announced that they were developing or bringing Dangerous Driving to the Switch. So, and then we hadn't heard anything since. So,
Right.
I hope we can hear more on that as well as some of the other things that they told us about that we, probably need some follow ups on.
Yeah, and that's a great point. Nintendo has done these indie worlds before, and I think they do a really great job of like, hey, here's a game that's coming, and they show it, they preview, they get excited. But what I find I miss a lot of is that follow through of like, well, where is it? Because when you're saying like 2021 or 2022 or there I think there's a bunch of games out there that are hanging question marks right now. So I have a list because I'm that big of a geek of this kind of stuff, to check of games that I was kind of excited for that I'm hoping might be here. Now I'm going to talk in the end about, there's a couple that I think are kind of the big hitters that might be the out todays. But I'll start off with this. I have Quantum League, which actually releases tomorrow on Steam full edition. Oh, it's possible maybe that as when they're saying full version out, they're also meaning that it's hitting all the other consoles, which I think would be really incredible. That has been on my radar for a while. Eastward. Eastward came out. I demoed Eastward when I was at EGX in Birmingham back in 2018. So this game had a date, got pushed back a little bit, pandemic. We might finally hear something about Eastward. The other game I have out there, their question mark, where is Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon? Where is Sports Story 2020 or Sports Story? Shovel Knight Dig. The other one that I think might, Eastward, there you go. You're pulling up some of that artwork now. I say, hey, Episode, what is going on? I see you there. Nick, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Miko's Midnight Market. Nick, yeah, great call out there as well. The other one that I have here is Braid, actually. Was mentioned coming to the Switch, but we haven't seen hide nor hair of that. Now, I also think that there are three major games, like if you're doing a out today, drops today, surprise drop, I think we might, it's going to be one of these three, I think. It's either Sports Story, Axiom Verge 2, I know you're interested in that now, Tim. I know you're interested in that one now.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to be the bearer of bad news. I don't think it's Silk Song, Hollow Knight's Silk Song. And my argument for that, I actually have two minds. It very well could be. I believe Silk Song is almost too big now. I believe that the hype, the energy around it, the excitement has probably transcended what an indie would be. So I think it might be pushing itself a little bit out there. I think it's an E3 get more than anything else. We do have to remember that's where it was announced at when it was announced at E3 several years ago. I think Axiom Verge 2 is, if I'm leaning somewhere, I think Axiom Verge 2 out today might be it. Now, the other really interesting thing, and this is why this is, I'm a little bit of a student of this, the prediction part of it. It's interesting that this is on a Wednesday. This is not a Tuesday or Thursday, which is typically when we see the eShop refresh. So I think that's really, really interesting. The other interesting part is the time. And it's 9 a.m. Pacific Standard, 10 o'clock Mountain, 12 Eastern, which is when the eShop typically refreshes on a Tuesday or Thursday. So this is not a. I think we're going to have some out todays. I think we're going to have one or two, and it's available right now. And I think that's a really interesting space for it to be. So I don't know. What do you think, Tim? Am I crazy? Silk Song, Axiom Verge, Sports Story, I think are going to be one of the, and it's out today. What do you think?
I think those are all great calls, definitely, because it makes sense. They were all announced before. We haven't heard much about them in a while, so it makes sense. And then the other thing you brought up about being Wednesday too, it makes me think of that is quite odd comparing to the other shows, and considering if maybe it's not today, maybe it's tomorrow type of thing, or I don't know, who knows? Because it is weird that it's a Wednesday, but Nintendo does what Nintendo does.
It does. Absolutely, right? They do what they want to do, right? But I also wonder if it's to create a very dedicated pocket in space for it. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't get mixed or doesn't get lost in the Tuesday or Thursday refresh, but there's a solid PR beat for
that's
what
a good call.
Game is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very interested in that. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to folks who are joining us. Triforce Games, I see you. Ebicel, I see you. Nick, I see you. Thank you for being here. Folks, let me know in the chat, what do you think? What games are you hoping for? Now, the other interesting part, Tim, I'm going to throw out there is I think they're going to do a good job of, a game, we're dropping it, right? But they always do, here are games that are now coming to the Switch, right, that were not previously announced. And I think, last time, Tim, you and I did this, Fall Guys was there.
Yes.
Right? Outer Wilds was there. These were, Spelunky was there. The last time they did this one, it was Spelunky 1, Spelunky, like the Holy Dyna, big moments.
Yep.
Two games I think we're going to hear are coming to the Nintendo Switch in 2021. The first one being Pathless. This was out on the Apple Arcade, and this was also out on the PlayStation at launch game. This definitely feels like a game that would be coming to Nintendo Switch. So I suspect that we're going to maybe get an announcement of it. I don't know what the exclusivity deal was. Probably not that bad, because if it's on Apple Arcade and on Nintendo and on PlayStation, I suspect we're fine there. The other one that I'm suspecting maybe we get an answer on, or a potential, is Bug Snacks. If you remember, again, this is a PlayStation game, came out at release, had a really good kind of meme internet following around it, some energy around it. I wouldn't be too shocked if that is also announced. Triforce Games or Cuphead DLC. Someone's going to have to get the rights to that Cuphead DLC to announce it. I don't know who that is. I don't know if the rights to that lie with Microsoft, or if indeed it's just a studio and they farm it out. I don't really know for sure on that one. Disco Elysium, that's a great call out as well. Disco Elysium was already announced for the Nintendo Switch and is coming. It may be out today. I know it came out, I think, last week or a week before on some of the other consoles. So yeah, Disco Elysium, we might get that one as well. Again, information on Silk Song, I believe it's probably too large. Tommy, can you hear me from Ebicel? Nice. So I don't know. Like I think here's what I'm gonna tell you right now. You ain't getting Loop Hero. All right, it ain't happening. All right, it's not happening. Stop asking for it. I know they're probably just devastated, Marty.
That's one I put as well, because it makes sense, but I'd like to hear why you don't think it's coming. Because
it's too hot and too fresh right now.
It's a Devolver game, and because it's hot and fresh, I would think that they would bring it up.
Here's the thing: is I think Loop Hero will eventually come, but I don't think Loop Hero will come. You will not hear it today.
Okay.
Because it's just hitting that momentum too much right now. I think.
So is that
I
like an
think
E3 type thing too?
I think either at an E3 or later in the year you're going to hear about it again.
Okay.
But I do think it's coming. I just don't think it's coming now. So.
Okay.
It's a great musical by The Who, Justin. Nice. Yes, yeah. Tommy, can you hear me? Yeah. No.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's, like I said, there's a lot of potential, especially the things they've already announced. That's already been said that was coming. But I also like to see. I was trying to see again because I don't play the indies that are on the PC. So I was trying to look to see what's out there that's popular that people would want to come to the Switch. And again, I'm a huge fan of the games that you can play on Steam and carry over the save to the Switch because I love that feature. I don't use it enough myself, but it's a feature that I think is really cool that kind of gives Nintendo that, play it on a console type thing on your, even though it's a computer, you play it on your computer and then you can play it on the go on your Switch. Although you have to still own 2 copies in most cases, but still. I do like that feature, so I was trying to look to see if anything like that was coming out, and it's really hard to tell when you're not in that environment. So that's why I'm always surprised by something that comes along.
The other one I'm thinking here that might be a bit of a wild card, Tim, is what is Image and Form doing with the Steam World series?
Yeah, they've been quite.
They had their Steam World card game 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. So I think that there is definitely an opportunity for maybe Steam World Dig 3 or whatever that looks like, or another entry in that franchise. I think that they have such a they've created a solid they've created such a solid brand with that character as well. So it'd be interesting. And of course, Yacht Club. What's going on with them, right? Like I said before, we've got Pocket, or we've got Shovel Knight Pocket, Shovel Knight Dig. There's a lot that could happen there. So, yes, ports to the Switch, probably not. Yeah, Image and Form. There we go. I think it's pronounced Image and Form Games. There you go.
Image and Form. Gotcha.
Yeah. Hand of Gargamel, not Gargamel. No, Gargamel's the wrong name. That's the character from what the heck is it? Versus Gargamel.
Hand of
and some quality stuff here. We're a minute away. Also, Hand of Gilgamesh. Now, creative Smurf game, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited that it's a Smurf game. Right, this game I think came out in 2019, as memory serves me. So it is possible. Gunk, that is, yeah. Now, I think the Gunk is a Xbox exclusive. But I do believe that could eventually come over to the Switch. I'm just not too sure if the processor handle it. It looks good. I have that on my list. But it is an Xbox exclusive.
I forgot about that, yes. All right.
Yeah, I have that one.
Well, here we go.
That one there on my list as well. Oh, here we go.
We're getting started here.
COVID, yeah. Okay, so they usually start off with a banger. Like a, here you go. Hey, good afternoon from Northern Europe.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Indie World. My name's Ted.
And I'm Elise, and we're here to check out a fresh selection of indie games coming to the Nintendo Switch system.
There are lots of great games out there, and we're here to help you find your next favorites. So let's get started.
Hey, it's me, Alex. I'm okay. I met this girl, this boy, loser, at the diner, at the gas station, in the mountains. They were hitchhiking, driving. They were escaping to the border. Looking for someone called Zoe, John, Jared, Sonia.
This is interesting.
I'm running from the police. I'm running from some bad guys. They helped me, played games with me. They stole my money. And they made me realize that I have to come back home. I have to make my own way to help the brigades. Where am I? Road 13, Road 42, Road 67, Road 96.
Hey, ici Pixart, studio indé du sud de la France. On est heureux de vous annoncer que notre nouveau jeu sortira sur Nintendo Switch.
Road 96 est un jeu narratif et procédural inspiré par les road movies des années 90. C'était un super défi de raconter une histoire en commençant par n'importe quel morceau et on est très content de la fin que ça a pris.
On a mis tout ce qu'on aime dans les road
It's usually generated.
Des émotions fortes, des surprises à chaque tournant. Ce jeu, c'est des souvenirs de voyage qu'on a créés juste pour vous.
Où on vous emmène, personne ne le sait, car votre chemin vous appartient.
On espère que ce premier aperçu de Road 96 vous plaira.
Peace.
I'm excited to see where these roads lead in this procedural story-driven game from DigiStar.
It's very cool.
Take on the roles of different teenagers and hit the open road for a path to freedom.
On this perilous trip, you'll meet characters from all walks of life and learn their intertwining stories. Some folks may help you out, others might impede your journey. With thousands of potential paths to take, the decisions you make, both big and small, can drastically alter your experience.
Interesting.
What happens if you take the bus?
Take it easy.
Or call a taxi? In the end, all roads have to lead somewhere.
You're not lying, are you?
There are many roads. Which one will you take? Road 96 drives onto Nintendo Switch later this year.
Capri is geeking out right
now. I go by Aerial Knight Online, and I'm the creator and developer of Aerial Knights Never Yield, a narrative runner that captures the spirit of classic games in the genre with a few new features and a lot of style. I created this game in Detroit to make space for myself in the game industry that previously refused to make space for me. And with the help of some of my amazing friends who created something
we love you too, Sean.
Much more. I'm proud to announce that Aerial Knights Never Yield will be coming to Nintendo Switch, which means you can free run your way to victory to the beat of a dope soundtrack at home or on the go. Please enjoy this look at Aerial Knights Never Yield.
Cool, we need to get him on.
All right.
Because he's from Detroit.
Detroit! It's kind of cool.
Oh, it's like a parkour game, it looks like.
Yeah. This runner parkour? Cool art style.
Yeah.
Kind of. Oh, 8. Okay. Very cool.
Bringing it back in full effect to the next. Running with the best, never missing a step. From the east to the west, I stay fresh. I finesse, I progress with no stress. In and out of the city, I get busy. They can't get me, I can't be stopped. I'm on top 100%. I'm giving it.
He's already got me sold because he's from Detroit, so you know, I'll be buying this game.
Sure. Like how that's all it takes for you. They're like, well, they're from Detroit.
They're from
so
Detroit. I gotta support. I gotta
this
support people
definitely
from
isn't
Detroit.
your typical runner. A
Cool.
3D side scroller with
Good art style.
parkour.
Look at that, it
action
even says
set in
Detroit on the back of his
futuristic
jacket. That's awesome.
Tokyo-styled Detroit. Sign me up.
Run, jump, slide, and dash through the city as the protagonist walks
Tokyo-style
to save
Detroit.
what's left of the future. And you'll no doubt be head bopping to the amazing soundtrack by Detroit artist Daniel Wilkins, with vocals from artists around the world.
Nice.
Aerial Knights Never Yield slides onto Nintendo Switch
Sweet.
May 19th. A demo
Cool.
will be available on Nintendo
Ooh, a
eShop
demo.
later today.
Oh. Looks like I know what you're streaming later today,
Publisher of
Timothy.
Florence and What Remains of Edith Finch have a couple more artistic gems headed to Nintendo Switch. Let's take a look.
Jack, everybody thinks you're
Okay.
me.
We have to face the facts here. We aren't ever.
Perny usually
gonna be
does
the
some
same
good stuff.
again.
Why are you only speaking to me and not the others?
I bent over backwards trying to keep this family together, but what can I do with this?
This is mental! Dad! You've been playing me.
Anything.
This is the next frontier. Now show them what you're made of.
How do you know
That looks
what
interesting.
Yeah.
to keep and what to get rid of?
They do very good artistic
There's
storytelling
some things
games.
that I can't let go. They transport me to the past. to distant memories and dreams that cascade into one another. Before I know it, I'm pulled back to the present. Standing here, alone.
Hindsight. Interesting.
Last Stop arrives on Nintendo Switch, July 2021. Hindsight comes to Nintendo Switch later this year.
On behalf of everyone here at Roll7, I'm stoked to announce our next title. Our new game is a vibrant action platformer taking you on a journey across the island of Radland on a quest to meet the legendary skate gods. Skateboarding is a sport and an art form with so much space for creativity and expression, and that's something we really wanted to capture in our new game. We're embracing the weird, wonderful and diverse sides of skateboarding in a game that's all about going on a road trip with your friends, finding crazy spots, and of course, skating everything in sight. The team have put a lot of love into this project, and we're really excited to share it with you. So without further ado, here's a look at Ollie Ollie World.
Ollie Ollie World.
The latest title in the Ollie Ollie series from Roll7 is just off the rails. Tear up the streets of Radland and search for the mystical skate gods on your quest for Nirvana in this slick action
different art
platformer.
Too.
Yeah, very. Yeah, was it pixelated before?
Yeah, it was kind of like a
and level design that flows with
shoot,
your
what's that
combos.
snowboarding one? It was kind of
There
like
are so
that
many
too.
tricks to master
Right?
that even a legendary skater would tremble.
There's no need to aim for precision all the time, though. Down for a more chilled out experience? Explore multiple paths through the game's levels. Along the way, you'll get to meet colorful characters, take on quirky side quests, and discover all the hidden secrets of this weird and gorgeous skating utopia.
This is interesting. This has got me intrigued.
Ride through Radland in Ollie Ollie World.
Especially because you can
Nintendo Switch this winter.
Say Nick from the chat is calling out a lot of narrative games start off with.
Right.
This winter. Ooh, wow, that is a long ways away.
Beim Wandern an eine Höhle, die mit einer alten Sage verknüpft ist. Ein alter König legte sich angeblich dort zur Ruhe und bat seinen Diener, ihn aufzuwecken, sobald die Zeit gekommen ist. Ich fand diese Geschichte so faszinierend, dass ich unbedingt ein Videospiel davon machen wollte, wo man 400 Tage lang auf dieses Erwachen warten muss. Und einige Jahre lang war dieses Spiel mein Herzensprojekt, weil ich herausfinden wollte, wie man Zeit als Spielmechanik verwenden kann, um diese Geschichte zu erzählen. Ich hoffe, ihr werdet alle Spaß haben, jetzt The Longing auf der Nintendo Switch zu spielen.
Interesting.
It's a very, I think Nick is right, it's very narrative heavy right now, and but I think a lot of developers, indie developers, are looking for a creative outlet like this. So it's very interesting to see a lot of these narrative stories that tell not just a, save the princess type thing, but it's about very deep stories.
This hand-drawn art style, I've never seen anything like it. And wow, 400 days in real time?
You don't actually have to play this adventure game to see how it ends, but that doesn't mean you should leave this little guy all alone.
Max, this guy looks like he's seen some stuff.
Who once ruled an underground kingdom. Explore dark caves, complete time-based
Looks like the
and collect
character from Harry Potter.
For him to awaken.
Oh yeah.
The Longing comes to Nintendo Switch later
The elf.
today.
Yeah, Dobby? Dobby.
Yeah, Dobby.
What's our next game?
He's not an elf, is he? Is he an elf?
No, what he is.
Right?
Gollum.
No, really.
This also
The
is
game
Gollum.
is actually
Gollum,
called
yeah.
There Is No Game. It's a point-and-click comedy adventure filled with riddles and puzzles. There's a broader story here in this non-game as well. Let's not ruin the fun, though. Just know this. If you're looking for something different, something experimental that's full of surprises, then look no further.
There Is No Game, Wrong Dimension launches on Nintendo
That looked
Switch
interesting.
later today.
There is no game?
That's later today.
Hi, this is JF from Trivia
Okay,
Games.
so
And Cyril from the team.
Today we're very excited to announce Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's
The Ninja Turtles game!
Yes.
This game is a side-scrolling beat 'em up. We took direct inspiration from the classic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games like Turtles in Time.
Because it wasn't confirmed yet.
The classic and famous 87 design with colorful pixel art.
We are really happy to have the game come.
This needs to be out today. That needs to be out today.
Yeah, you wish.
We hope you like this trailer as much as we do.
See you in Dimension X.
There we go.
Yeah, because this had yet been confirmed for any consoles. Was coming to like the Epic Game Store or something, but it had yet been confirmed. I wonder if Nintendo got the exclusivity on the the console first Nintendo Switch.
That'd be something if they did.
Yeah. It hasn't. I'm
or
barely sure.
Even that would be something else.
A timed console exclusive.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Did we just?
Yeah, this is definitely I'm all in on that.
Even better. This is a new game that proudly celebrates its roots. The game is reminiscent of classic arcade beat-em-ups, and it's got a blend of retro and modern visuals. This side-scroller reunites our 4 favorite turtles as they kick some serious shots.
This is supposed to be approximately 20 minutes. They've got about 8 minutes to start. You got to see a montage. They got to start picking this up a bit here. Moving in the right direction, but like, are we building?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge comes to Nintendo Switch.
I just noticed, I don't know if you caught it at the top of where the power bars are, there's little tiny turtles hanging off above the...
Nice, I did not.
Incorporated and Sick draws inspiration from classic modern JRPGs.
We finally got a date on this?
About it is the time-traveling aspect of gameplay.
Sammy keeps asking me about this because he's got the demo and he's like, is this game out yet? No.
Making enemies younger and thus easier to defeat.
It's been sitting in the eShop coming soon forever.
World. You'll recruit a diverse cast of allies and discover new realms, such as the shining kingdom of Crystallis. Can you stop Krampus from destroying the world? Crystales.
You know, I played the demo. I didn't super love it.
No, July 20th.
But I know July 20th. I know Jesse did.
Ooh, this looks
a dynamic hack and
awesome.
Interesting.
Experience filled with perilous dungeons, fierce boss battles, and intense skill-based combat.
Interesting.
Delve into the depths of the underworld while mastering a diverse range of weapons.
This reminds me of a game I played on the
drive back the dark forces dwelling within.
Vita.
Getsu Fumaden, Undying Moon comes
that looks
to
awesome.
Nintendo Switch.
See, yeah, now they're picking up the pace.
Yeah, they are.
Next year. But here, we got to see a montage also. Oh. Remember their first project? It was pretty cool.
Con un universo fascinante y lleno de acción. En Lienzo, estamos muy orgullosos de poder compartir un poquito de México con jugadores en todo el mundo. Esperemos que les guste.
That's cool. This is another Mexican developer.
Yeah, I can't remember what the one they did originally. I remember playing it. It was their first game that came out on the Switch. It was really cool.
Okay. Wow.
Wow, that's...
It looks awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It's got my attention.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a grand adventure, look no further than Aztec Forgotten Gods. It tells the story of Ashley, a courageous woman who battles colossal deities. The game puts Aztec mythology and futuristic technology front and center.
As Ashley, you'll gain powerful arm upgrades, traverse different areas within a modern Mesoamerican metropolis, and encounter all sorts of characters to uncover ancient secrets.
Mesoamerican.
However, sometimes the truth is best left forgotten. Aztec Forgotten Gods soars onto the Nintendo Switch system fall 2021.
Oh, wow. I want to know more about that one.
Yeah, that one's got my attention.
스컬 더 히어로 슬레이어는 로그 요소가 가미된 액션 플랫포머 게임입니다. 저희 스튜디오는 대한민국 전남대학교의 게임 개발 동아리에서 탄생하였습니다. 어릴 적부터 액션 플랫포머 게임에 빠져 살았던 꿈 많은 청년들이 대학교 동아리에서 만나 팀을 이루었고 여러 시행착오 끝에 스컬을 완성했습니다. 세상을 구하기 위해 수많은 몬스터와 마음을
Yeah, I'm kind of expecting like a quick montage here of like sizzle reel of dates, and then one last thing.
스켈레톤의 영웅담이 시작됩니다.
We've only had one out today, also.
Correct.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, okay. This talks my video game love language.
I'm always hesitant though when they say when it's a roguelite or a roguelike game.
Yeah. This looks cool.
It looks like a blast.
Yep.
Nice.
This could do with an out today, and I'd be alright with that.
Skull the Hero Slayer is a 2D fast-action roguelite where you take on an entire army to rescue your king. And the best part, to progress in the game, you'll need to swap abilities, which is done by swapping heads.
With 90 playable characters, I mean heads, each with their own special abilities, plus numerous
90 playable characters.
There are certainly enough possibilities here to make your head spin.
So get ahead. Literally.
They're doing a lot of head puns there.
Launching on Nintendo Switch, summer 2021.
Someone had fun writing the script.
Yes. Summer 2021.
Summer 2021.
Before we go, there are several more indie games we'd like to show you. Please take a look.
All right, here's your montage.
Yep. Montage, and then one more thing.
That was Fez. That's Fez.
Oh, you're right. Yep. You got it. You're right.
Wow.
Nice. Well done. Good guess.
Wow. I'm surprised though still because of the developer not being into games anymore.
Well, money does a thing to you, right?
True. I mean, you're not doing anything else. Hey, we watch your game on the Switch. Here's some money. Okay.
Sure. I had Fez as a questionable coming to the Switch. It was on my list of games I wanted. Well, yeah, there it is. Well done to you, sir. All right.
This looks cool. The art
I'm
style.
Move Fez over to the list.
House of the Dead remake.
Interesting.
Oh, Sammy and I will have fun playing this one.
Was it House of the Dead by Capcom?
Or Sega.
Yeah, I think Sega. You're right. I apologize.
This looks cool too.
You're right.
And there it is. There's Fez. Nice.
Available later today.
Nice.
Ready to start your next
Yes, I
indie adventure?
know exactly
on
what you're
Nintendo
streaming.
Switch?
Here's our one more thing.
To Nintendo eShop or Nintendo.com for our Indie World sale. Available later today.
It's our one more thing.
Woo! That's all for today's Indie World Showcase. We hope you're looking forward to these games.
On behalf of everyone at Nintendo, we'd like to thank our talented community of partners and developers for bringing their games to the Nintendo Switch system. And thank you to all of our amazing fans for tuning in.
To stay up to date with all the latest news from Indie World, please be sure to follow our official Twitter account at IndieWorldNA. Until next time, happy gaming.
So no. Wait a minute.
We spoke too soon. We actually have one more game to show you.
Oh, those tricksters. Am I ahead of you?
Or just hold off.
Welcome. First, we're gonna have a little fun tonight, folks.
What?
I don't know what this is, so I wouldn't be able to. Looks great.
Riley, come in, Riley. Can you hear me? Riley? Riley, are you
there? What? Oh, okay. Did you catch the title?
Oxenfree's Lost Signals?
Yeah, Oxenfree 2.
No, I didn't play Oxenfree 1.
I didn't either. I have it. I never played it though, and my daughter played it though, so I'll have to let her know there's an Oxenfree 2 coming out. But again, I don't know if that's been out already on the PC because I'm not that familiar with the indie world on the PC.
Is that on Switch currently?
Oxenfree is, yes. Oxenfree is currently on the Switch. Because Sophie played it there. I own it too, but I never got around to playing it. It came out, I think, the first year of the Switch. So
interesting.
Let me back up here, see if I can get to that. So yeah, that was
there it is.
2021. Come on. Trying to get to that title there. Trying to move this so I can see things before they disconnect. Shoot. There it is. Oxenfree 2 Lost Signals. All right. Let me take a screenshot of that real quick.
Well, Tim, what say you?
As always, I'm probably going to have to watch this again just to get an idea of what I saw.
Yeah.
There's a few things. I mean, top of mind. I actually just clicked on it. The House of Dead remake. Going backwards here. Again, I think Sammy loves zombie games right now, so he's going to probably love this one, and especially if we can play it together. Because I see the one player on the left there, but I don't see a two player on the other side. But House of Dead in the arcades has always been multiplayer. So, but this says it's by Megapixel, Forever Entertainment. So, not necessarily Sega or anything like that. So I don't know if they outsourced it or not.
Interesting.
But yeah, so. And then you said something I must have missed, which was that Fez is coming out today.
Yeah.
Is that what you said? Okay. I missed that one. So
Fez wasn't out today. Wasn't out today.
Okay. Nice.
We'll have to go back, and I'm sure it's set out today. We'll go scroll back and.
Yeah, I'm
trying
to find it. I don't remember. Was it before or after?
There's a montage at the very end.
Available later today, right there. Okay, got it. All right, Fez. Later today. Let me print that screen too. So very cool. All right.
What do you think overall, Tim?
Overall, the Indie World Showcase always brings something either that I'm familiar with, or I'm surprised about, or I didn't know about, and I want to check out. Not everything I know is not going to be for me. So at least I got a handful of things that either I'm interested in or I want. So out of the many games they showed, so to me that's, this is again a great Indie World Showcase. I like how they present it. There isn't any, those two people that are talking aren't taking up screen time. It's just focusing on the games and the developers, which I really appreciate. And and I'm really excited about the Detroit game, obviously. So
yes.
So I'm looking forward to that one. Here it is. That is from this gentleman again. I'll have to get his name. Neil Ariel Knight Jones. So hopefully we can catch up with him and see how this game is coming along. And I don't remember, was that something that was going to be later this year?
And hey, by the way, so your tweet got called out here a second ago by the creator Fez.
Nice. That's awesome.
or worked on Fez.
The guy who worked on it, yes.
Yeah, he just said, "Funny you should say that." ...
Right. Yeah, because I called him out. I couldn't find the original developer on it. Pelletron. Okay, so I was looking for the actual guy. I didn't look for the name Polytron. So, but yeah, awesome. That is so super awesome. I was like definitely excited. It's another game I was playing on my Vita that ever since the Switch came out, I never got around to going back to and playing and finishing. So it'll be nice. I'll buy it again. Is what I'm saying. I'll buy it again for the Switch.
It's a game that I have never had an opportunity to play because it's been on Vita, right? And I never had access to it. But I will pick that up today for sure.
Yeah.
John from Dad's After Dark says a ton of games that this is the best indie world in some time. A ton of games that I'm in on and hyped for. Never Yield, Fez, Ollie Ollie World, and Oxenfree 2.
Yes. Yeah, that Ollie Ollie World has my interest as well. Especially because of the Ollie Ollie games, but being that this is a different art style and it looks like it's based on a story, and you have it's like a platformer almost, but with a skateboard. So
yeah.
And what really intrigued me about Ollie Ollie was the different paths that you could select while you were going along. So you could go, back in the back of the screen and then towards the screen to pick different paths on your skateboard, which I thought was really cool. So
nice. Apparently, Fez is now in the eShop.
I see that.
That's what I was just told.
Thanks, Miz, for bringing that to our attention.
Wow, look at that. Another game that hit with me was that Aztec Forgotten Gods. That looked really, really good.
Yes, that does look outstanding. Definitely. I'm trying to see if I can scroll through and find that one. The other one was at the beginning, that Route, what was it, 96?
Route 96, yeah, I thought that was really interesting as well.
Looked intriguing as far as story goes. Of course, Ninja Turtles, we're all excited about that.
Yes.
And especially hearing for sure, getting that confirmation that it's coming to the Switch.
Switch, yeah.
Makes a lot of people excited. And the Chris Tales, I know a lot of people will be excited about that. Oh, there's the Aztec game.
Last Stop game from Annapurna. That one interested me as well. Yeah, and Road 96. Yeah, so I think overall,
Oh, and the skull game.
We're
the skull one where you can change heads.
That's exactly.
Yep. Sorry if you mentioned that already. That was another one I was interested in too.
No. I mean, we're gonna get a ton of people who are like, where's Axiom Verge? Where's Silk Song? All that.
Oh yeah. That might be that's all
that.
So like you said, Silk Song and I think Axiom Verge is on that same level because of the hype behind that game. A lot of people enjoyed that game. Could be an E3 thing. So that could be their goal. Again, they're indie developers, so whether they can meet that goal or not, we'll see. But if they can meet that goal to get it, maybe that is their goal, is to get it out by E3. So
yeah, that could be part of the big E3 do,
or the
right,
summer time frame, because maybe they didn't know E3 was happening. So, but yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, no, I thought it was, I thought there was a lot of good stuff. A lot of people seem very excited for Oxenfree 2. A lot of excitement in that one. So I'm going to check out Oxenfree, the original, apparently, because there's obviously something there I missed. So.
Yeah, it's another story-based game. It's a narrative game, but also has some good gameplay and stuff like that. And it looks like they built on that for Oxenfree 2. Again, I haven't played it. I'm just going by what my daughter told me. She really enjoyed it. So, yeah. There might be even a demo for that. I'm not sure for the original Oxenfree. I'm not sure.
It's like $10 in the eShop, so I just picked it up. It wasn't that big of a deal. So.
What else, Justin? Anything else on your side?
No, I think I think as you said before, there are games that people are interested in and won't hit with everybody, but there was definitely a couple games here that hit with me. Yeah, that Aztec game. Yeah, I'm excited. People are excited for games, so that's always good things.
Yes, so. I'm trying to get these screenshots so I can remember what the heck I watched.
Sure.
So I can remember too what to post. Cool.
All right. Well, Tim, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me, and thanks for everybody else who's watched and everything like that. And let us know what you guys want from what you like from this Indie World Showcase. Hit us up on the Twitter and in our comment section here too. So
Tim, you gonna be streaming? You're gonna be streaming later today on that demo?
I'm gonna certainly try.
Certainly try.
Today,
All right.
Wednesdays is my long day between work and school, but I'm certainly gonna try to stream something.
I'm going to try and jump into Fez and either stream that or post that up on our channel as well, because I'm excited for that.
Yes. There'll be a few days of us streaming, I'm sure.
Absolutely. And of course, folks, tomorrow, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we are live on Twitch. And we're going to talk about all this, all the new Nintendo Switch Lite that was just announced, the coloring. And we have got the Daddy Gamer joining us as well. So we are... We're excited for all this.
I can't wait to hear what he thinks. Hopefully he had time to watch it. And the other thing I got to stream too is the Stitchy Tookie Treble.
Yeah, that's out today, isn't it?
Yeah, it came out today. So I'll probably be either streaming that or posting a video on that. So we'll see.
Love it. Good stuff. All right, folks, take care.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.